All right, it's time to expand the ranch. We've got orders coming in. We got the Elegoo Centauri. We got the X1C here. I got my laser and my CNC. And I think the laser is going to go up on the shelf for a little bit while we try to figure out what the workflow is going to be, because I think we're going to expand the ranch going that way. All right, I don't want to crowd these two right now. That's where I do a lot of my production. So we have here the newest member of the ranch, and we're going to unbox him. I know, you already know what it is. These things are cool. Quick setup guide. You want to make sure you hold on to that. Now we're going to take this and leave it in the plastic for right now. We're going to put it over here where it's not going to get broken. All right, it's time to install the LCD. But it's up too high to do it comfortably. So man, if you don't have one of these carts, I don't know what to tell you. You're living in the dark ages. All right, there's our little connector in there. Make sure you line up type to type. Gently but firmly seat the two. Make sure you go in the right direction. That's mildly important. Allegedly. So they say, whoever they are. All right. I was expecting a bit more of a click in there. That was not satisfactory. Let's try again. There we go. That's the click I was looking for. And then this just gets tucked in here behind the screen. Those go in there. I'll push to the left. And my daughter's favorite part. Gotta love that. Okay, there are 3 screws you need to release, or need to take off to release the build plate in here. There's one here, one back here, and one over here. Now it does ship with this Allen key, which is, if you hate life, you can use that. Or you can use your trusty Hodo. You know, say it with me. Link in description. There's one out. Two out. And the third one's way back there. As I said, you would be hating life if you had to do this. Now the trick, as I understand it, and I haven't read the manual, is you don't take this foam out yet. All right, we're doing the setup on the screen. I pulled up the app on my phone. I just go to up here to add device, scan QR code. We get it to focus, come on. There we go. Accept policies, confirm to bind. We're ready to run the calibration. So we hit start on the calibration. Now that comes up, you can easily remove these. All right, and here's the reason we are not installing the spool bracket on the back. Because A, it takes up room, gets in the way, gets easily knocked off, and we're not going to be using it because we have an AMS. Actually, I bought this as the core unit with the AMS2 Pro, but that's going on my X1C. My old AMS with the Sunlu heater element is going on top of the new one. Why? Well, two reasons. A, I do more engineering stuff with the X1C, so this is more appropriate for that. This one really just to maintain and dehydrate. And I will be honest, I do run the, I still have the desiccant packs in here besides the heater as well, because this heater is not automatic. You have to come up here and open the vents when you heat, because when you heat, it draws the moisture out. And if you leave that closed, it then all just goes right into the surface. So it pulls all the moisture out of the core and then puts it right in the surface of the filament. So you have to leave it open. Then afterwards, you have to remember to come back and close it after it's pushed all the moisture out. So it's not a perfect solution, but it's a better than nothing solution, especially if you don't need that high level kind of heating and active kind of stuff you're going to get with the AMS2 Pro. And for full disclosure, Sunlu sent this to me. It's not currently available. They did pre-orders. They're waiting to fulfill those orders before you can get it. Bambu Labs did send me the X1C and this, the PS1 and the AMS2 Pro I purchased myself. One of the nicer things about this one is that the PTF tubes are exposed. So if you get a breakage in there, you don't have to take the whole thing apart to do maintenance on it, which I've had to do on the other one and don't like doing at all. So that's a big win. Also, these tabs here, they're a little easier to push. I like that. There is no removable section here like on the one. And for the rest of it, it just seems to be an easier to get to. And look, you even have a nice little press button there. Speaking of desiccant, this seemed like a good time to check it. And they should be orange. That's not looking very orange. Let's open this up and see what we got inside, because I'm not expecting orange pellets. Yeah, that's old desiccant. So what we're going to do is we're going to empty this into our Lowe's 2-gallon bucket. We're going to empty all of these. And we're going to cycle some desiccant through here. Now, you can dry this out, and we're going to do that. In fact, we're going to do it in our microwave, allegedly. You can see in here, that is ready to be dried again. And we'll see if it gets, if it comes back to life. In the meantime, I ain't got time for waiting, so we got more. Orange indicating silica gel. I'll put a link down below. This is the stuff we use. So these, you can order these hydrometers off of Amazon or off of Bambu. If you get the one, and there's a kit you can print on Maker World, and there's one that has 2 of these units, and you're like, well, which one do I use? I just print both of them. One has the tabs at the top, one has the tabs slightly off to the side. If you get the Bambu ones, I think they're straight or off. One of them is one way, one's the other way. So if you print both, then you have both. Anyway, we got to fill it up. Now, how do you get that in there? Well, you go and you find the mod for the funnel. That's the easy way to do it. Get that good and full. And we slide a lid back on there. Then he just snaps right back in there. This is the part where I was talking about we're not installing this. It would go somewhere, oh, right here. But we're not doing that because we've got the AMS. So this is going in its place. So this we just took off the back of the X1C and we're putting it over here because the X1C is getting the hub. Using my trusty Hodo electric screwdriver for the detail kind of work. Okay, there's that. Give it a little wiggle, make sure it's in the right spot. Take the power cable from over there, bring it over here. It plugs in over here. There's that. Goes in. Okay, then this, it'll either come with this or the hub, or taking off the other one because it came with the other one. And we take that, and we take this. Actually, you know what? This other, we're going to use the old PTFE because it's already pre-shaped, if you would. And